Hello, welcome back to Being in Nothingness. Last episode, we got really stuck. I think I always start my episodes saying that now. We got really stuck on one of the puzzles in this island. Was it? Yeah, Blob Stable. I had no idea at all how to get anything in one of these two areas, but I now have an idea. So this uses a pretty obscure mechanic, or in my opinion, a pretty obscure mechanic from a long time ago that I completely forgot. And it is the idea of, well, actually, let's see if I can. Can I go back and show you? It's a vine related mechanic. Yeah, frozen in motion. This was the mechanic that we were supposed to use. So as you can see here, we have a roller, a bomb, and a vine. We're basically supposed to use this. Because of the lack of space here, a roller can't directly roll into here. So the solution to this puzzle was to get a vine to pull a rolling roller, and then by destroying the vine while the roller is rolling in this position, you can basically use that to get the roller to roll this way. And that is exactly what we're meant to do here. Yeah, so that's what I thought of. And we have put a vine here before. If only I had bookmarked that, that would be very nice. We have put a vine here before, so that's very nice. I basically want to get a roller here, pull it up with the vine, and then destroy the vine using a bomb while the roller is in this position. It will get released, it will land here, and I can use another bomb to kill it. And then we'll have 4 beans here. And, you know, I can do all the fancy stuff to get stuff here. What I'm thinking is that with the exact same technique, I can get a rolling roller up here. It gets pulled over. If a bomb destroys a vine while the roller is here, it will roll into this position. So we get to repeat the same process over and over again. So yeah, that's the general idea. But of course, we need a lot of blobs for that. So I have done this before, and I think I'll have to do it again. So let's see if we can get a good thing to bookmark. So the good thing to bookmark is I simply want a vine in this position. Let's do that. So how many blobs do we need for that? 3. 3 blobs. If I have a string of vines, I'll be cool. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is... Okay. Let's start by duplicating some beans. Okay. So this will duplicate some beans. Now we'll have some rollers. We'll have some of these blobs to do that, and as long as we have 5 beans in our inventory, we will be able to obtain more beans. So right now I just want to do it once, just to show that it's possible. I don't know how many of these blobs we'll need, but hopefully not too many. I want a vine here, and that vine will convert all of these into vines, of course. And then I want to get rid of all of these. Oh, very nice oh, okay, so what do I want to do here? I don't know. I think what I want to do is I want you to grab a bomb and destroy both of you. Then Vine will grab all the beans as a result. No, but this Vine will do that as well, right? It'll kind of be like a big scramble for for beans, honestly. Yeah, everyone starts stealing. You steal a lot of the beans, unfortunately. Oh, wow, okay, you want that one. Okay. And then all I need to do is place a bomb down here. So you grab a bean, but I can use that process to grab all the remaining beans. So I now have 11 beans. I don't know how many beans you have under you. 5 beans under you. That's fair. But the reason why I wanted this is so that I can put a roller through. And then I can also set up a bomb to kill you in the process. So you leave a lot of beans here. I think that's fine if I can use another vine to collect them all. Yeah, that should be fine. Right, so we're gonna pull this off now. I just need 5 beans at any point in time, which is fine. I want to create the bomb here first. I'll do this, and I'll see if I can time this properly. Okay, I am 1 early, so I have to wait 1, then push 1. That seems good. And ta-da! Roller is there. So now I can destroy the roller, but of course I'm going to need a couple more beans. So let's get our next guy out. We need more beans. So you'll be out here. I'm going to use the same method to obtain more beans. And now we can hurry and grab these beans using another vine. So I'm pretty sure this should work. If we just wait long enough, you just grab all the vines. Sorry, all the beans. Fairly certain that we are in a decent spot at this point. I don't know how many beans you can hold. Quite a lot, actually. And once I get rid of you with a bomb... whoa, what is that? Look at the bean stack. I have now 16 beans, which is more than plenty. Hopefully, I don't know. We might be missing a couple blobs. I don't know how many blobs we'll need. Hopefully not too many. So the next step is to put a vine here, right? Because I want a roller up here, pulled by a vine, and then destroy it. Pretty sure that's also possible. Although I might be wrong. Either way. I have to get rid of you using a bomb. So now there are 4 beans here. I'll need a vine here to collect 1 exactly, and then destroy it. Which is going to be the difficult part. But don't worry, we should have the resources to do so. Let's grab you. We will now need only 2 blobs. Yeah, we only need 2 blobs. Because I only need a vine here. So we'll repeat the exact same process as we did before. And then here... Oh, yes, that is a problem. Okay. Can I do this to maximize my time? So you grab 1, but by the time you grab, this vine should have pulled in a bomb to destroy both of you. That seems good. And then this vine can collect the rest. Okay, we now have 1 vine there. Oh, wait. I'm missing something. How do I get that to become a vine? I need a cloud. So I need more blobs, huh? Oh, I need so many blobs. What? How many blobs do I need? Is this enough? I'm gonna need some clouds now. I need 2 more blobs. 2 more blobs, right? To turn into a cloud here. So cloud here, then 2 blobs, which will both become clouds. That'll turn you into a vine, which will actually eat the cloud. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I mean, it's just 2 beans worth, so I guess it doesn't really matter. You can collect all the beans you want right now. These beans are useless in this spot. But then we'll be only left with 2 blobs. We'll be left with a lot of beans, I guess. Maybe an excess, which is why we shouldn't have switched out the blobs for beans, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, this will be a vine that has eaten a cloud, but it will be a vine nonetheless. I think we can pull off the exact same trick. Then that will result in you here. But we need to perform the exact same process to turn you into a vine. No, to turn you into a cloud. So I need a vine here as well, which is... that will be 2 beans. Sorry, 2 blobs. To turn you into a vine. Grab 2. Did kill you, I guess. I can actually kill you via the same method I killed these 2 earlier. Because this line is identical to this line, I think. So with 2 here, I need to kill you. I need to turn you into a cloud. So I need 2 more blobs. I need 6 blobs at this point. How? That means I shouldn't have killed any of the blobs here because I need 2 extra. So I needed a 3 to begin putting a vine here. I needed 3 here. And then I need 2 for this. Wait. Do I have 11 to begin with? Yeah, I think I had 11 to begin with, right? How did this amount to so little? What? Have I really used that many? I used 3 here. I rolled you up, got a vine here, rolled you here. Aren't these the vines? Is it not just 5? Oh, then I used 2 more. Right, then I used 2 more to convert into red beans. Plus these 4. 5 plus 2 plus 4 is 11, right? So there are the 11 blobs. We've accounted for them all. Blobs. We've accounted for them all, but our goal is to not use any blobs because our plan is every blob in here is used in this area. That is insane. So no bean to blob. Sorry, no blob to bean conversion. Okay. So yeah, I can probably do that. I think the vine should be good enough to grant me all the beans that I need. Every vine that shows up basically is 3 extra beans anyway, so like if a blob turns to a vine, it's kind of a profit. I think I got a bit scared that I'll be losing beans, which is why I had to do that. Which is why I did the initial, blob to bean conversion to begin. Okay. So let's start with this. I want to basically pull off the same trick where I destroy these two, right? I think. Wait. This is right. Yeah, okay, it doesn't really matter. All these will just become vines. At some point, I'm going to want to destroy these two exactly. That's why I'm pushing a bomb up here. There'll be a big scramble for beans, but it doesn't really matter because all the beans will come down in this direction anyway. Once this guy's gone... Okay. We should be fine here. I think we have 8 beans, which is normal, I guess. Yeah, and then we can grab you. You are also worth 8 beans this tile. This is 3 from the vine and 1 from the... Sorry, and 5 from the ground. So I do the exact same set of steps here. And then I should have enough beans for this step, which is good. I need to wait 1. Push. Boom. Okay, you're in there now. And what I will do is... Okay, I have the ability to grab all of these beans. I have 3 beans left, which is perfect for a vine. I was a bit scared that I couldn't blow it up, but I think the last bean I can just convert into a bomb. Okay, perfect. So you can grab everything for now. And then when the last bean comes out, which will be in a couple beans, I guess. So this final bean, I'll turn into a bomb. There you go. And the bomb will blow up the vine, giving me all these beans left. I now have 11, I think? No, 10. That is good enough, I think. Alright, I want to bookmark this space, because this is a pretty important point in time. Actually, it's a lot easier if I just bombed the thing. That's an eventual step that I want anyway. So now I'll bookmark. Any roller here is useless unless it's in the form of beans, because otherwise I just cannot see it. Okay, so now I want to repeat the same set of steps. Hopefully I don't lose on any beans at the moment. It would be a shame if I somehow ran out of beans and blobs or something like that. Okay, so these two will become the vines. We will need a third vine to convert them. Okay, and of course, before that, I want a bomb ready to blow these two up. Oh wow, exactly 1 bean is getting collected. I have exactly... Well, I have a lot of beans left, so it doesn't really matter. You can collect all the beans remaining and I'll blow you up. Perfect. Okay. And now I have 14 beans. Perfect. I don't know where I got the extra beans from. Probably the 2 blobs that showed up. How many beans do I have in total so far? I don't know where I got all these beans from. I lost a couple from the bomb. I lost... I gained a couple... I gained a bunch from the blobs. I don't know. But okay, at this point we have 6 blobs and a lot of beans to spare, so I'm not too afraid. What I want to do now is turn these into clouds. Okay. So you are coming with me. Then we'll have another blob also come with me. You guys will be clouds, which will turn this into a vine. I want a cloud to be as undisruptive as possible, so I'll put it there. And of course the vine will eat this cloud. I don't think I can avoid that at all. Yeah, it's inevitable, I think. Unless the explosion can occur at this point, but no. That doesn't really matter, I guess. It shouldn't. Ooh, but we might run out of... Okay, hold on. I think we need to do a little bit of planning before this. I need to blow you up. I need to blow you up. And of course, I can only do both. I can't put bombs here right now, so I might have had to put some bombs here beforehand. Okay, let's undo this. Let's see if I can save these beans by blowing up both of these clouds at the same time. So I'm gonna put a bomb here. I'm gonna put out all my beans already. Care for those. That's... no, we'll get another cloud here. This also has to go away. So this is where things start getting a little bit complicated. I need to get rid of 2 clouds at once. Okay. So I think it's very unwise to try and save all the beans. I don't think it's possible. But we have to get rid of a lot of clouds at the same time, huh? That's probably doable. Is that doable? I think I can pull off some interesting stuff. I can use a vine to eat them. Right? I can have a cloud here. I can have a vine here. And that vine will eat the cloud. Eat this cloud, specifically. Yeah, sure. And then you eat the bomb, and then that bomb will explode. I can also bomb this guy, and I probably have enough bombs for all of this stuff. Oh. Yeah, okay. There you go. We've cleared out everything. I now have 14 beans once again. Okay, yeah, that's normal. Alright, so now we need to pull off the exact same trick we did at the very start of the room. The puzzle. Which is this step. So it's the exact same as this. I do this, this. Oh, that. I'll wait for 1 and then I'll push. That should get you up there. Nice. Okay, very good. Now what? Now I need this horizontal. Did I... Wait, why do I look like I'm in excess of blobs now? What? Did I miscount? I need to get rid of you, but that's really easy. Alright, let's bookmark here. No. We'll bookmark after we blow up the roller. Bookmark. There you go. And now I need to grab 2 beans from you. So basically the exact same trick, I guess. Yeah, sure. But in the horizontal direction. Okay, this puzzle really isn't that bad. Okay. And then I need you to become vines. So there you go. Oh, I need to turn you into a cloud to shoot this way, right? Yeah, so that's why I need the last 2 blobs. Okay. So this can happen. Right, but at the exact same time, I'll need to pull off the bomb trick again. So this is the exact same trick as we did before, but in the horizontal axis. So you grab some stuff. Actually, I want to pull you a bit later, don't I? Because I want you to grab 2 beans, not 1. So let's wait for a full cycle before pushing. And push now. No, that's 1 too many. So I'll wait. I'll not wait for a little bit. I'll be a bit earlier. Good enough. Okay. And yeah, we definitely have enough beans for that. Okay. So I'm gonna clear everything out. And of course the final bean will once again be the bomb. This is a very nice puzzle, huh? Very Operation style. Alright, there you go. Lots of beans. 14 beans left. I think we've been at 14 beans for a lot of the puzzle. Cool. And finally, I just need to turn everything into clouds. I'm pretty sure that just solves the puzzle. No other steps required. There you go. That's it. What a puzzle there. Damn. Okay. That was kind of cool. I will admit, I didn't quite solve this on my own. Of course, I would never have gotten the fact that you're supposed to use a vine to get this in here. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a key interaction that solves the entire puzzle, and once I thought of that, once I would have thought of that, the puzzle would solve itself, which it did. Generally, I have the rest of the puzzle solved, except for that one step as to how to get something here. And I think that's what makes this puzzle a 5 bean. It's just that obscurity of the mechanic. Regardless of how simple it is, it's just obscure. And so I kind of feel like it's okay to not blame myself for looking this up, which I will admit, I looked up how to get a bean in. I looked up Alex Diner's playthrough. Took him about 20 minutes to get that set up. It did not take me about 20 minutes. It took me way longer than 20 minutes before I decided to bite the bullet and look up someone's playthrough to figure out how to get anything here at all. I will say though, I immediately closed the video afterwards because I wanted to solve the rest of the puzzle for myself, which turned out to be not that difficult. So yeah, it just had to be this thing. Anyway, fun puzzle. I think it would be a lot more fun if I got the pulling thing on my own. But I will also admit that I probably would never do that. I would probably never think of that. So yeah, okay, that's solved, which means that leaves just Forgotten Switch, which I'll come back to eventually. I don't want to solve it right now. I want to leave it as an unsolved puzzle because it is just probably way above my caliber. Let's step on the altar, I guess. Whoa, this is a long message from the desk of Carl Eichinger, PhD, the Tradition Project. Oh, it's one that Carl wrote himself. Congratulations, Initiate. With this ritual, you finish your work on the island of Blobs. Just as the blob follows you through the twisting passages of a puzzle. Sorry, I need to pass that properly. Follows you through the twisting passages of a puzzle. Yes. So shall you follow the wisdom of the great masters. Just as the blob adapts and learns from the monsters it encounters, so shall you use what you have learned here to adapt and learn from each trial and each sorrow that you encounter in life. Jeez. Okay, yeah, that's very apt for the puzzle that I just did, because I did not, in fact, use what I learned in the Vine Island. I completely forgot that was a thing you could do. Anyway, the 6th phase of your training is now complete. What do you think? Did I get the tone right? That was kind of fun to write. Yeah, that was pretty fun to read too. Alright, that was cool. So, our first man-made island. Yay! I have reached the altar on the island of the blobs. That is the achievement. So I have a couple options now. Obviously one of them is to re-look at Forgotten Switch, but I won't do that yet. It's still fresh in my memory, which means I am prone to a lot of biases when solving the puzzle. I am prone to a lot of assumptions, which I will definitely try to ignore next time I come here. What I won't have any biases for, hopefully, is the puzzle in Iceland. Little Bean in the Big Pond. Yes. That one got updated. And by updated, I mean, at that point in time, when I was solving this set of puzzles, I was still weak enough to succumb to the temptation of looking up people's playthroughs. So I looked up Alex Diner's playthroughs once again. At that point in time, I looked up his playthrough, for the solution to Little Bean and the Big Pond, which in the list of puzzles, by the way, is on pretty high in difficulty. Little Bean and the Big Pond is actually pretty difficult. I think it's like a tier below Secret 6 bean. So it's one of the hardest 5 beans out there that is legitimately 5 bean in difficulty. Yeah. And I tried to look up Alex Diner's playthrough to see what the solution was. The issue is that apparently his solution was cheese, and it has since been patched. This toggle switch has not been there in his playthrough, which allowed him to travel back and forth with no intervention. And therefore, he solved the puzzle with cheese. Therefore, I cannot use his solution, which means I now have to just do this on my own. Straight up on my own. Now, hopefully, I can use whatever knowledge I have learned in the Blob Island to solve this one. Or at least I can use my experience. What is this supposed to be for? Should I look at this bookmark? I don't know if it will bring back any biases that I had in the puzzle. Any assumptions that I made would have, big impacts. If I previously made an assumption, then, it will show up here, and then I will make the same assumptions, and then things will go wrong. Let's try and look at this puzzle once again from scratch and see what deductions we can make. So here we start off with 2 bombs, 1 cloud and 1 icicle. There we have 1 bomb and 1 vine. Magic barriers here. Cloud here prevents me from bringing beans through. Also prevents beans from being carried through by a vine. That is unless there is a blockage here. Which seems maybe valid. So yeah, I think I did think of the idea of putting an icicle here. Freezing something in this position. Which is actually kind of difficult. Because how am I gonna get a live creature on this strip? I don't know. It might have to be on this position then. So I get something here. Yeah, okay. So I get... Let's just trial and error here first. I get this here. I get this here. Ooh, hold on. If I want a blockage here... Wait, but what's the point? A blockage here requires a lot of stuff. And at that point in time, there'll be no more beans here. So like, what's the point of a blob? Or a vine pulling from here? No, this is not it. Okay. I need to express my problem properly. We kind of discovered how many bombs it takes to reach here. I think it's 2, right? One to blow up these 3 and another to blow up this one. Yeah, okay. So 2 bombs basically implies that this vine must carry 1 bomb. Yeah. I think I have attempted to walk across this gap before. To very little avail. Is that how I use that word? Maybe. I think that might be what this setup is all about. Or I guess not. I thought what else to do here. Let's try doing this first. So yeah, that puts you there. Ah, and that. Okay. I see what this does. So that puts a blockage here without me being forced to put something here, and that's why this setup is useful. Right, so this can technically pull a bean over now. Except of course, the big problem is that we can't do anything about this. Okay. I see. And it can't be a live object here, because if it was like a live bomb, it would just get frozen. Okay, so I see the issue with this. This looks like a very good setup, but do I want to build upon that, or do I want to develop my own new solution? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so aside of Icicle, Cloud, and this, in that solution there, in what I had here, the Cloud had 0 purpose. Besides being I mean, yeah, it didn't have any shooting properties. It just got frozen, and then it ended up as a stepping stone here. Technically, besides the shooting properties of a cloud, it is kind of useless. It is just a standing wall. But do I want to utilize its shooting properties for any reason at all? Not quite sure. I don't know. I do want to use this polling mechanism though, and this shooting mechanism. See, now I'm starting to experience some bias again. I'm assuming that these are necessary just because they look very, very useful. And the resources almost work out, except for the fact that at the end here I can't get this final bean that's pulled through because there's no way to get this vine to go away. Right? Yeah. Okay. What is my problem now? Get yellow bean across. Okay. Oh. What is true though is that this bomb never gets used properly. This bomb is only put in here and frozen into a standing block, which does nothing besides being a standing block. Technically speaking, this could be another cloud if we wanted to, but I'm pretty sure there's a reason why this is a bomb. So maybe this is just invalid because we're not using all our resources properly. Do I really want a blockage here? Maybe. I was thinking of using me as a blockage. Yeah, kind of the idea that if I was able to stand here, the vine could pull in a lot of stuff. to get here in the first place, wouldn't I need a lot of resources? I'll need at least 2 frozen blocks. Right? Yeah. Unless by some miracle I can get pulled across by a vine and then... No, I don't think so. So if I did stand here, I would need 2 frozen blocks. 2 frozen blocks. I don't think that's valid at all. Yeah, I don't think that's valid. Okay. Let's think about another method maybe. I don't suppose it has to be anything frozen. Like, it could technically be a standing bomb. Doesn't be a frozen block, but it might as well be a frozen block. There is a third bomb, which leads me to think that there is an extra explosion coming out of somewhere. If I pull from here, an explosion could occur here to blow up these 2, and then 2 more explosions here and here. But the problem is that this guy would need to not shoot at this, which is a big issue. That is difficult to pull off. So like pulling along this horizontal line seems difficult. I don't know how to avoid you shooting at this. Because as far as I know, you will shoot no matter what. Unless the recipe is invalid, which it can't be, because the vine will always be carrying 1 bean, which corresponds to one of the monsters. Okay. So we'll assume that carrying across this line is invalid. I'm therefore assuming carrying across this line will be what I want. But it doesn't make sense, because how would I... It could grab the icicle, right? And freeze itself. If it did that, I could push it in as a bridge block, technically. That doesn't seem very easy to do, honestly. And like, yeah, I don't think that's useful at all. Okay. Oh, what do I want? What if I, hold on. Do I want a frozen in motion? No. Do I want a frozen in motion? Why would I want a frozen in motion? What good would a frozen in motion do for me? Yeah, what good would a frozen in motion do for me? I was like thinking, could I get a frozen in motion to kill you? No, I need a lot of ground for that. Another frozen in motion, huh? I don't think so. Nope. It's possible, but unlikely. Yeah, frozen in motion is very unlikely. Is it? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it kinda is. Oh man, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Vine... What good is a vine? Like... Can I do this without a blockage? Like, what should I do without a blockage here? I don't know what to do without a blockage. Like, must there be a blockage here? That seems really tough to do, is all I'm saying. Yeah. Seems tough to do. I need to use a third bomb for something, is my feeling. But what could it be for? Also, frozen motion is hard because I couldn't get a vertical moving bomb to just oscillate. It would hit a wall. So yeah, not possible. If I could freeze something, then blow it up with a bomb, would that be useful? I could potentially shift the icicle for some reason. And for what reason would I do that? Here, maybe? Can the icicle do the blocking? But I wouldn't have blown up a bomb already. Like. Also, yeah, that wouldn't make any sense, right? If you just pull an icicle across, you become an actual icicle. That does not quite make sense at all. Yeah, no. But I don't know, I haven't thought about it properly, I guess. This coming over. Freezing? It can never freeze the cloud, I don't think. Could it be shifted down slightly? No, in what kind of world? No, it just cannot, because the 4 diagonals to the cloud are all blocked off with walls, so it just cannot. A vine... Could a vine possibly get this cloud to go away? That seems difficult, if anything. Yeah, that just seems difficult, if anything. How do I get a cloud in here normally? I need the vine to pull it. The vine will be... yeah, no. But the vine is the only other way I can think of getting rid of this cloud. I feel like I have to not get rid of the cloud. The thing is though, once I get rid of the cloud, I can just walk through with another yellow bean and I'll be done. But then that would imply that I would not have walked through yet. Huh, okay, so no. That wouldn't make sense because to get to the vine, I'll need to walk through already. So I don't think I could quite... Well, if I bridge properly, if I did like a bridge thing, maybe. Maybe if I did a bridge sort of thing, like if I isolated a bomb, would I have enough pieces? Excluding the icicle, I would have enough pieces to walk through this gap. Right? Yes, but there are some very interesting consequences of that, I would say. Like for instance, this is why led to this thing, right? Yeah. Oh, right. I need to make an actual icicle first. Oops, my bad. Icicle. Icicle. Huh. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, right. It has to be a cloud first because the cloud stays airborne. Otherwise, I think we just sink in water. That's interesting too. I didn't realize that was a nuance. That is a very interesting nuance. Okay. So for another time, And this presents a big problem, right? Well, it presents a big problem for multiple reasons. Yeah, it does present a big problem for multiple reasons. First is that that is not really a bridge I can bridge. Secondly is that, you know, this doesn't really do anything useful. I mean, it gets me there, but that's not close to being far enough. And also, this doesn't get rid of the cloud. This only works if the cloud is gotten rid of, which it isn't, because the vine will be dead. The vine will be frozen in the water. There's so much missing from this puzzle solution. Jeez. Like, I need to pull across a yellow bean. No, it doesn't quite make sense, no. What? What can I do with the... Yeah, I just need to figure out what to do with the 2 bombs on this side. Can I freeze some stuff and then blow up the icicle for some reason? I would think that's a good idea, but why? I'll just have a frozen block, which is okay, I guess, but... I need to change the icicle position. Ah. So I just froze some stuff already. But how do I freeze a cloud here? It seems difficult to do that. Yeah, it seems difficult to do that. It does seem pretty difficult to do that. So, I wanted like a frozen cloud here. Now I just want to blow up. I just want to blow up the icicle. Let's just get a frozen cloud somewhere. What is a frozen cloud going to be useful for? Nothing at this point. It couldn't get past here because I couldn't pick it up. I find it interesting that this space is tiled. For some reason. It might be to prevent me from trying to get a vine in, maybe? Yeah, I guess. Okay, be very useful for getting something else in. I don't know. Technically, this isn't entirely... no, it's just kind of difficult to work with. Especially since this tile is so... it's like a bend, right? Which doesn't really work out for me. Like, yeah, the fact that there's an extra bomb implies that I want to destroy some stuff in the meantime. Cloud also kind of makes me think I want to shoot something for some reason, but I don't know why. Yeah, let's think about the cloud. If I wanted the cloud to shoot something, why? If the cloud shoots a vine, the vine just eats the cloud. Then what? It could technically get its hand frozen. But what good is that? I don't know what that would do. A vine can eat a live cloud to bring a cloud over. I haven't thought of that. So like, you know, a very obvious thing I can just do is I can just do this, I guess. So at some point in the solution, I could bring a cloud over. Yeah. Oh, okay. But why? Why? Wait, why? This is quite fascinating. I don't think I've been in this state before. Can this help me get a bomb through? Didn't think about the fact that if a cloud could get past. Of course a cloud can because it can float, so I can get across this gap easily. But why a cloud here? Could I have set stuff up over here? I still have an extra bomb for some reason, which I haven't resolved, but that could be a purpose for this being a cloud, the fact that it floats. Which is it's not an obscure mechanic, but it's not something one would build a puzzle around, right? It might be, I don't know. I don't know how this would help me though. It could shoot stuff, but it can't shoot things through barriers. So, again, not super useful, right? Because anything that it can shoot, I can also shoot. So unless there's a timing event going on, where I need to be somewhere else while it shoots, then it becomes useful. Or it could become a sideline blocker, but if it's about shooting beans, then it won't be a useful sideline blocker because it shoots beans as well. It could be a buffer for a vine as well. I don't see how that would go very well. Yeah, I don't know what I could have done here. Like, if I had simply brought a bomb through, the bomb would just fall off here and go away. Icicle would simply do the same thing. Is that true? Maybe. Yeah, I don't quite know what this is useful for. Okay, cool, I have a cloud here now, but why? Nothing. So many magic barriers, the cloud basically doesn't have any use here either. Unless it shoots up here, maybe like... I guess maybe like a cloud up here could be useful. No, not really. Maybe a cloud here could be useful. I haven't tried that. It's kind of pointless to try, but you know... Unless... Okay, see, now I have like a really weird question. Which is why if two clouds shoot at the same thing, but that's kind of an obvious answer to that. Oh, oops. Oh, we have a problem, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we have a big problem. It's gonna keep... Okay, so we can't really pull this off, huh? Okay. I was wondering if I had a cloud here... And then it... If two clouds try the same thing at once, would it not work? No, right? Like, that just goes against all my intuition. Why would two clouds shooting at something not cause that thing to spawn? That's not right. That doesn't make any sense. Have you ever tried that? I feel like maybe not, I guess. I can try it out, but I don't think there's any point. Look at that, I can edit stuff. Okay, let's try that, I guess. New. Oh, wow. What? Okay. Tiles, objects, cool. Now, how do I do this? Can make recipes. Okay, that's fine. I can move you around. Cool. Let's see. So let's do cloud. Cloud vine. Very simple red bean here. And our recipe will be basically this will be one red bean. Cool. Let's put you here. Let's test. How do I test? Oh, alright, thank you. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I need to save. Okay, oops. Let's try this again. Fine. Cloud. Cloud. Red bean. Recipe will be one red bean here. Settings. No. Let's save. Okay, can I save? Control S. Is this a save button? I can play. Oh, duh. Alright. Yeah, I mean, obviously, two clouds shooting at something would turn into. Yeah, I did. Jesus. I'm embarrassed I even tried that. Okay, well, then I'm completely out of ideas. Well, I don't know. I'll come into this eventually. I think I've been clouded again by my inability to look at this. I'll maybe ask for hints when I can, but until next time, I don't think I'll be solving this. So next episode, we'll just move on to the next island, I guess? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So yeah, until next time, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.